Baba, no fare.
My fellow. Yeah, thank you, Baba. Alright, that's a good bunch of nothing. It's not getting in the show, but a part of it is. That's gonna be shit for my editing though. What up, everybody? Brian Willis here, no relation to Bruce.
You already know. They already know, bro. AKA.
People actually don't know.
They know, bro.
No, they don't.
AKA.
What is your name?
AKA. The brother man.
AKA died.
AKA. No, Don't bring that kind of negative energy in my zone, bro. AKA. Bruv.
Welcome to another episode of Gloves Off. And here's hoping. Hey, last time we didn't wish people a happy Easter.
Oh, yeah, we didn't wish it.
Here's hoping you had a lovely Easter.
Our apologies.
Yeah, we were still a bit hungover.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway,
what's
this last week, there was a story of Bonnie and Clyde that took place. Thabo Bester. And is it Nandipa?
Dr. Nandipa.
Dr. Nandipa. I mean, look, in all honesty, if it wasn't for that dude's heinous crimes, I mean, dude is known as a Facebook rapist and a murderer. If it wasn't for that, I actually would have been celebrating with people and calling him a hero the way people do. Because the way he escaped from that prison, my guy.
No, but like, okay, it is something out of like a Pablo Escobar type of
prison break in real life.
Yeah, and like the thing is, the guy was actually running like a media company in prison.
While in prison. Well, there's another rumor that says the guy was never in prison. He only went back in prison to fake his death so that he's free. That's the rumor. So, because like I saw there was a video of them celebrating his birthday or something. He was under a different alias, and while they were singing happy birthday for him, he was nicely in a tux, nice haircut and stuff. And you know, like, I mean, the story was just that of fiction in real life. It was. And then the doctor, what made her throw away her life like that? Like, apparently she was married. She had a guy and kids. Drove a car all the way from South Africa to here, dumped it here, some fancy S-Class. It racked up something like 700,000 rands, and they just dumped it and disappeared.
Yeah, she was left with about 40k on it to pay up.
And then now the guys who were responsible for the prison, or the people that run the prison, they were in a court case.
Those guys are idiots. I've never seen such nonsense in my life. Those guys.
That was embarrassing.
Should get fired, bruh.
And that judge was pissed. That judge was pissed. That judge.
That's prosecutor.
Yeah, she was. The guys were being asked straightforward questions. I mean, it was just a sign of either negligence or they were part and parcel. Because the judge was asking very straightforward questions like, you can't tell me you only paid 3 people for such an escape. How was he moved from that prison cell to another prison cell whereby it was just by the black spot of the cameras, or if like it was there by the cameras, but if you're not looking you won't see movement? How did he get moved from there? How did a dead body get into his cell?
And the autopsy of the dead body,
how did you not
nothing?
Like, how did
nothing to Thabo Bester? It was
like his height
DNA
was different.
DNA was not
dude was the poor soul died of blunt head trauma, no sign of smoke inhalation. They only figured this out after somebody spotted Bester and Nandipa somewhere on social media.
Not until they figured it out, bro. It was in the autopsy, fam.
And they never even made the connection.
They never made the connection.
Now people were bought. Because they were trying to now make it look like it was negligence. Because in such a case, the best way to look innocent is to make it look like negligence. Because it was either negligence or they were part and parcel. Right. And the way that escape was so systematic and perfectly planned to the detail, I'm saying people were greased.
But the question is, Thabo Bester, bro, he's just he's not an average guy, but
he's not.
Like
he is not.
What kind of skill set do you have with your with the way you speak, in order for you to actually
convince so many people?
Bruh, even like the whole that whole media item, the whole running the company.
Like
bruh.
the one person was like, "Hey, I know this person as Thabo Bester." The other chick was like, "No, I know him as whatever his other name was for that media company."
And the media company, and it's a subsidiary of 20th
20th Fox Century.
This one's called 21st.
Hey, and the logo and everything. I saw like a sample of the letterhead and stuff. Everything was professionally done. That guy, he's
a psychopath. But
those are sociopaths. That's a typical example of a sociopath. If it wasn't for his heinous crimes, I would have said, hey, for the effort, just let the guy go. For the whole rape and murder thing, get back in prison. And I hope the people that are responsible for that prison, hey, hopefully you now know where you were a bit loose. You can tighten things up.
That's nonsense, bro. Especially with the questions and the way they were answering.
We don't know. You're getting very comfortable with saying you don't know, as if this is not your responsibility. Is this what you're telling me?
But anyways, let's go on to the next topic.
That was a typical story of Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
Moving on from Bonnie and Clyde to an exact opposite.
What's this?
The soccer player and the actress. What's his name?
Hakimi.
Achraf. You know what? That guy. Yeah. Hakimi. So, dude is married, right? He's a soccer player, one of the highest paid soccer players ever. Like how much was he getting?
He's getting $1 million a month.
1 million a month. Yeah? That's like 12 million a year. He was married to the actress. Her, I don't want to screw up people's names. I'm sorry. And then later on, she now decided to file for divorce. And when she filed for divorce, she's like she wants more than half.
She wanted
more than half of what the dude was worth earning, or what the dude had. Only to find out that dude's money was all signed over to his mother.
He was broke.
He wasn't broke. Legally. Legally, he has nothing.
Yeah.
So all the money, he gives it to his mom and only asks for permission to buy. He asks his
mom, yo, can you get me this?
Yeah.
Or am I allowed to get this? And she gets it for him.
So now, legally, the guy actually has less money than the actress. So now, the divorce now says that she has to
pay for the legal fees.
She has to pay him.
Yeah, she has to
half
pay for
her assets.
Yeah, she has to pay for the legal fees and.
Look, I'm not one to celebrate divorce, but this really brings joy to my heart. No, for real. No, for real. I'm happy. I'm happy that it played out this way.
Right.
Because this woman showed that she's quite selfish.
What do you mean?
She already has her money and then she wants more. If you want to go your separate ways, then just go your separate ways.
No, but look, okay. Do you know what the age...
Because she ain't broke, bruh.
No, listen. Do you know what the age difference was?
What?
It was 12 years.
As in the lady was older?
Yeah.
So?
She's 31.
So what?
He's 19.
Oh, sheesh. Okay, typical. Okay. So dude was really a mama's boy.
The Kwan knew. Yo. She must have known, yo, give me whatever you're earning, hand it over.
The mom was probably, I don't trust this witch.
She knew.
I don't trust her. Why does she want to with my young boy? Huh? Look at him. My young boy is nice and handsome. Look at her. She's old. She's whatever other name she said.
That is an Afrikaans accent, but okay.
I don't know what she sounds like.
Exactly. So you're off. You're completely off.
But hey, Hashimi, respect to you, my guy.
Mad respect.
He was recently elected as the president of the Stingy Men Association.
Yes.
And I second this move.
Yeah. I think he's the only. It's now two guys now.
There's the other Bali who divorced his wife like years before, and she didn't know. Because they went to some funny place where it's allowed for one party to divorce without the other knowing. So they were divorced for years, and then she tried to file for divorce, only to find out they were divorced.
It was already too late. But it's Johnny Depp and Hakim, whatever his name is. his name is.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's a win for us guys, man.
Johnny
Because
Depp
like we were saying last week, the law when it comes to males,
it's hard being a man.
It's
hard being
a
man.
It's
It's
bad.
a man.
English bundles.
Depleted, bro. Depleted. Good.
Hey, it happens to the best of us.
Anyway, who's next?
Hey, we didn't speak about Al Jazeera episode 4.
Yo, that one is what, bro?
That also involves another couple, but a couple of a
That
very senior position.
That one is
So
hot,
I really don't want to touch on that one too much. But Prophet Hubert Angel, my guy. No wonder you needed to get the services of Mr. Form Blazing Sword Maduku.
Who's that?
His lawyer.
Oh, the one who's got
Yes, Form Blazing Sword. He's nah. The guy came out and was like, hey, we wanted to issue out a statement.
But is that his lawyer?
That's his lawyer, bro.
He's nonsense.
Yeah, that's his lawyer.
He is nonsense.
Anything for survival. Bob was right about that, dude, man. Anything for survival. Dude said it. He was like, hey, that guy, wherever he gets his money, he's good.
And why did he cancel his press conference anyways?
And we were waiting for the 4th episode to come out. So the 4th episode was supposed to come out on Thursday, but it came out on Friday. So that's when they issued their press statement. They were like, we're no longer issuing. We are waiting for the 4th episode. To me, that was very suspicious because to me, it shows they know what was going to be said on the 4th episode, but they just needed to know how much they were going to say. Because if they issued their press statement before the 4th episode came out, they were probably going to reveal some stuff that hadn't been said in the other episodes, proving the Al Jazeera documentary to be true, because at this point it's all alleged. We have to use these words very carefully. This is all alleged, this Al Jazeera documentary. Okay, we don't know if any of it is true. It's all alleged. Okay, hey, me, I'm a clever guy. I'm not going to be arrested, in the words of Holy Ten.
Alleged.
But that conversation he had with the First Lady, yikes, my guy. I bet you behind closed doors that dude can. Anyway,
to be honest with you, I just want to know what's coming next, Cause
that's the end of it, unless they drop a bonus episode.
Nah, the thing is, bruh, I think what's best is just to do you and do your life, bruh.
Nah, but he's probably gonna get stripped of his.
Obviously, he's gonna get
but they have to do it carefully because you don't want to make it,
Because right now, Antka, they want his assets to be frozen.
Some people's assets were frozen, but people were like, hey, why are you freezing those assets and not...
Dude, are they even frozen? That's the question.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I don't want.
Alright.
This thing about he just wanted to be on the show. He wanted to be on the show.
He really wanted to be on camera. Yeah.
But anyway, hey, I think that's it about the Al Jazeera thing.
Okay, anyways,
yeah, but no, Macmillan. Okay. Did you hear what Macmillan was saying?
What?
After he had a few triple distilled bourbons, dude was leaking all. That's the guy who was saying never trust a black guy, blah blah blah, and he's like the president's first son, Junior. Was strapped for cash at some point, and he gave him his dad's Rolex. Allegedly. Allegedly. We don't know if all this is true, okay? Because the guy was drunk, so you can't take the word of a drunk guy. But yeah,
Macmillan said us. He said.
Hey, dude was singing like a canary. Never deal with a black person. I paid money. I paid so much money till I got to a point. I was like, hey, this is so much money.
Black people, guys, we like too much money.
Yeah, black people. We got a very bad reputation out there. Let's pull up our socks, eh?
Relax on the
so when we're doing this gold mafia things, let's do it in a way that's diligent. That honors the white guy, the drunk white guy. Hey, but dude was wasted, bro. He was gone. He was gone the heck. Like, hey.
What's next?
So Elon Musk
What happened with Elon?
Elon Musk, one BBC reporter, just pops up into the Twitter offices, and he's like, "Hey, can I have an interview with Elon Musk?" Like it wasn't even planned or anything like that. And Elon was just like, Elon. Elon is just like, "Yeah, sure, we'll do it." And they did it. And hey, BBC, I don't know, maybe you didn't coach that guy properly, but Elon Musk is not somebody that you approach so stupidly. So apparently this journalist, he comes forward, right, and he's like, "Hey, there's so much hate speech happening on Twitter. What are you doing about that?" And Elon is like, "What hate speech are you talking about?" And then he's like, "Well, I don't know." He's like, "Give me an example of hate." He says, "I've experienced so much hate speech on your platform." And he's like, "Give me an example of your hate speech. Please keep an eye on that thing. I don't want to be talking and then see some." Okay, cool. So he's like, "I've experienced so much hate speech on your platform. What are you doing about this?" And Elon was like, "Can you give me an example?" And then he's like, "I haven't used it in a very long time." And then he's like, So how do you know that there's so much hate speech? Yeah. It's like, "Well, I hear people say no. And then he's like, no. You just said you experienced hate speech and I'm asking you, and you can't come up with a single example. You just lied. You are a liar."
That's what he said.
He said that straight up and down like 6 o'clock. You are a liar. Elon was in that mode. You're good. Can I teach you facts?
They don't understand. They don't understand, Sean.
Hey, in English it sounds stupid, man. If we're going to throw facts at each other, let's throw facts at each other. Yeah. He was in that mode, bro. And then he's like, hey, the reporter got to a point where he was like, okay, look, we're going nowhere here. Let's move on. Next question. And Elon was like, hell nah. You just lied. You can't just come here and try and say all this thing about my platform and then I defend you like, let's move on without answering. You just lied. And then he moves on and he says something along the lines of Twitter also got in trouble for false information about COVID. What are you doing about that? Do you know how Elon fired back? He's like, hey, wasn't the BBC also saying false stuff about COVID? What did you guys do about that? Dude was, listen, BBC, if you're going to be sending reporters to people like Elon Musk, I mean, this is a billionaire who's got time to smoke weed during an interview, who's got time to be on Twitter, and not just be at Twitter, also be a savage on Twitter. I mean, he just recently changed the icon to that funny Bitcoin thingy, that dog thingy. Yeah. And this just shows you he's a guy who's so intelligent, he's bored most of the time.
Oh, Jack.
Even though he's got the bored company, the boring company. Jack. No. But then like Elon, you can tell.
No, Elon, if there's one thing, I don't know if he's got an extra 24 hours that we don't have in a day. I
don't think he sleeps. Have you seen pictures of his bedroom? Have you seen his bedroom?
He's a workaholic. Sometimes he stays at the factory. Like
he doesn't even own a house.
His mega factory, the one that was being built in, was it Texas?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He was sleeping in the office with the workers as well.
Okay, you need to phrase that in a way that doesn't raise sexual harassment claims. He was sleeping with the workers as well. He was sleeping in the office, as in snoring, or working overnight in the office.
He stayed in his office.
With some workers?
No, by himself. He had a room.
Okay, so he wasn't sleeping with other workers?
No.
Okay, cool. Sorry, Elon, he phrased that wrong. He didn't mean it like that.
You get your head out of the gutter.
You put my head in the gutter.
You took it out of context.
Yeah, no, I didn't take it out of context.
You did take it out of context.
No, you put it in that context.
Moving on.
Moving on. Final note. Prayers out to Jamie Foxx, who recently suffered a stroke. Word has it that it was a medical complication. Some sources are saying it's a stroke. Some sources are saying it's a medical complication. You know how these people are during these times. They always want to keep things a bit tight so that dude has his time to recover and all that jazz.
But a month ago he had an outburst on it was on set. He's doing a movie with.
Oh, and he
Cameron
fired
Diaz.
some actors and a producer
I don't know
and
what
whatnot.
he fired, but he had an outburst.
No, he fired some people.
He had a
fired,
very nasty,
including his driver. yeah. No, I don't.
Very nasty outburst, and even Cameron Diaz was kind of like shaken, and she was like, "I don't think I'm gonna come back on the movie scene."
Because she had
acting.
Cameron had actually retired, but then she was like, this was supposed to be her comeback movie, but apparently because of all the stuff that was happening on stage, it doesn't look like she's going to come back. We don't know if we're going to even have that movie.
I don't know.
Hopefully
it's still in the works, but
it's still in the works. We'll see. So hey, prayers out to
Foxy.
Jamie Foxx, multifaceted. I mean, he's a singer. He's an actor, he's a writer, producer, director, so, hey, speedy recovery to you, man. I mean, this year, we also had Jeremy Renner having that issue with the snowplow.
Why are you always talking about Jeremy Renner and
hey, that's Hawkeye.
Snowplow? I am tired, bro.
Dude, did you watch the video?
Always talking about that dude. Can we
But
just
did you watch?
move?
You never watched the video.
Can we just move?
And then we also lost Ken Block, man.
My goodness, bro.
Ken Block, rest in peace, man.
Who's that?
Rest in peace.
Oh,
He's in the middle. He's in the middle of the road and he's doing that. Anyway, whatever. That's it for today's episode. I'm Brian Willis. No relation to Bruce.
I just need to end this on a
John Wick versus Fast and Furious.
You're full of
You cannot logically say John Wick 4 is a good movie and trash Fast and the Furious. If it's a matter of preference, I can understand. But logically, you can't shoot it down. I'm doubling down.
You are full of crap.
Brian Willis, no relation to Bruce.
You're full of crap, and this is the back up in this bitch.